Hola amigos, ¿cuánto tiempo sin vernos? It has been a while, but with good reason. We just finished our very first Spanish immersion retreat in Mexico, in Guanajuato City to be specific, and we want to tell you about how it went and how you could join us in the future if you're interested.
Empecemos. Hola amigos, Jim and Mike here from Spanish & Go, your resource for learning real-world travel Spanish. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. We had our very first Spanish immersion retreat in Mexico. We had a group of people join us for this amazing experience, and we're gonna tell you a little bit more of the trip and everything. So, where do we start?
Well, our mission has always been travel, learn, connect. And we've been sort of missing the connect part, right? We want to show you guys cool places to check out in Mexico. We want you to get a vibe for the culture and everything. But there's only so far we can go with videos. So the next logical step really was to bring a group to Mexico and show them firsthand what life in Mexico is like and teach them Spanish in real world situations.
So for this first retreat, we had a group of 9 people joining us, and 3 out of the 9 had never been to Mexico, which was pretty awesome for us. We got to show them the country and the culture for the first time, and we loved it. It was a really cool experience.
Yeah, we had quite the diverse group, and for me, showing people Mexico for the first time was so nostalgic because I remember how life-changing my first visit to Mexico was. So if you've been following along with us on Instagram at Spanish & Go, you probably got a feel for some of the different activities we're doing on the retreat.
So to start, we thought it was really important that we all stayed together in a big house. And so after like 24 hours, we were already like a big family, and we really, really liked that.
So we got really lucky with our first group. It was a group of like-minded people who wanted to really get to know the real Mexico. And we're talking about people from all over the states who came down to experience this trip with us. We had people from California, Texas, New York, Idaho, all over.
For me, it was very interesting that like 4 people out of the 9 were vegetarian or vegan, and
yeah, so like
it was surprising, yeah. But
like over half of our group was vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah.
But it was cool. We were able to accommodate for that on our food tour, and well, we'll talk more about that in a minute.
So this is what a day was like in the retreat. The first thing we did was having breakfast, and just to get us ready for a full day of activities and fun. So after breakfast, we had some time there to shower or just get ready for the day, and then we would have our Spanish lesson of the day. We talked about things that are common for travelers, things that we have covered here in our videos, like how to order a meal in Spanish, how to ask for directions. We talked about how to introduce yourself and talk about yourself with others. And there was a lot of games, a lot of fun activities, a lot of opportunities for speaking, and some writing too.
Yeah. And we paired up the classes with activities in the afternoon where everyone would get to practice what they learned in the class that day, which I think was a lot of fun because it kept the vocabulary and the phrases fresh in people's minds so that they could then go out and use what they learned right away.
Also, we included in the immersion retreat opportunities for people to get to know more about the history and the culture of the place. We were in Guanajuato. The city of Guanajuato is beautiful. We've talked about it multiple times in our videos because we just love that place. The history there is so rich, so there was a lot of opportunities to learn about the history and the culture of the country, and that was a big part of the retreat too.
We're going out and experiencing real Mexico firsthand, going to Mexican restaurants, going to the market, going out and asking people for directions to practice. It was a great time.
So for the week of the retreat, we wanted to make sure that we had planned activities to keep us learning and keep us having fun and interacting with the culture, but we also thought it was very important to have free time. So every single day there was opportunities for people to rest or take it easy, do whatever they wanted to do in the city or in the house. And that was an opportunity for people to rest and recharge and get ready for more fun activities.
But even though there was free time, we always had optional activities available for those in the group who wanted to keep going.
Yeah, we had some walks, we had some little tours of historic places in the city. So yeah, there was always something going on.
As you mentioned, we had the food tour, we went to the Valenciana mines, we went to the Mummy Museum. We all had a blast during the trip. I was so happy with how everything turned out and how everything worked out, and we got some excellent feedback from the group.
The group experience was very good with the other attendees in the Spanish and Go retreat. And we got to go out every day and experience real life in Mexico, in Guanajuato.
Jim and Mai have been fantastic from start to end. It's been a really great experience. They've been showing us everything, the city, the culture, the food, which I love. And even the people on the retreat have been fantastic, but the classes, I think I've gained so much in just this 1 week. It's been an amazing experience all around.
After spending a week in Mexico with Jim and Mai, I definitely feel a lot more confident traveling around Mexico and, Latin America, which has really been my dream from the beginning. My Spanish has improved so much just in a week. It's really noticeable. Like you won't regret your decision if you decide to join them on a retreat. And I'm really excited that my Spanish has grown enough that I feel comfortable enough to go to Mexico City and practice my Spanish even more on my own.
I would absolutely go on another Spanish and Go immersion retreat. I'm just waiting to find out when the next one is and where. And hopefully, since I'm still working, I have to work around that plan a little bit. But absolutely, yes, I'm very excited about the next possibility.
I would absolutely recommend this retreat to any and everyone who's even considering learning Spanish.
We were so honored to hear such positive feedback about our very first retreat, and we can't wait to do even more and make them even better.
Now, why immersion? Why is it important to put yourself in situations like this? Well, when you go to a place where you are surrounded by the culture, by the language, by the people, it's easier to learn and it's easier to retain the information. Everything you're learning becomes like a reality around you. That's why we think immersion is so important.
So deep down, we had a feeling that this was going to go really well, but we didn't want to announce any other opportunities until we knew the first one was a huge success, and it was. So what does that mean for you guys? Well, that means that we're going to be announcing more opportunities for Spanish immersion retreats in the very near future. So if you're interested in joining us in a future retreat or just want more information, all you need to do is go to the link in the description of this video, click that link, and fill out the form on the page you find there. Everyone who signs up through that form will be the first to know about new opportunities.
And so what does that mean for this channel?
Nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing videos, we're gonna keep traveling. We just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to take your Spanish to the next level, to travel, to get to know the places we show you here in our videos, and just to have a good time.
So thanks for watching, guys. We have a lot more to come on the channel, videos from Puerto Rico, and moving forward, we'll be back in Mexico for a little while, and probably another country yet this year that we haven't yet visited. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel and Spanish tips.
And remember, el camino es el destino.
The journey is the destination. Nos vemos pronto.
Adiós.